Hello to all of you Verbling.com members. How are you? Are you ready to join this class and improve your English this hour by reading, by concentrating and focusing on your pronunciation and vocabulary, and also expressing your ideas and opinions about the story of several success stories of people who have immigrated to Australia, the country of Australia. And so hello to all of you. Thank you for joining. Now, the reading that we're going to be using today for this hour is called File GW. I'm going to check the number 57. And so if you go to the Verbling.com website, you can go to the live classes page, and if you find the information about this class, you should be able to see the link that will allow you to download the document. And right now, just if everyone could please keep their microphones muted, that would be really helpful. With the Google Hangout technology, you cannot hear the noise that you're creating with your microphone, but the rest of us can. So please, everyone, if they could keep their microphones muted, please, or silenced. Thank you, welcome. And so what I would like to do, as always, is to say hello to each person, to give them a chance to introduce themselves to the group. And the question today is just any comments or experience or opinions about immigrating to other countries. And so is it typical for people to leave your country to immigrate to other countries? Or have people been coming to your country? Have you had any experience with living and working in another country? Or do you know friends or members of your family who have spent time living and working in another country? All right, and so let's begin with Aboud. Aboud, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Abdul Hadi. I am from Saudi Arabia, and I am a teacher. I teach science.
Ah, great. Yes. And do you have any comments or information about immigration?
Well, in our country, we don't have that thing. Our people never immigrate to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not happening here.
Right. Now, but people are coming to Saudi Arabia from other countries, correct? To live and
maybe.
work?
For work, yes, that's happening. And maybe from our country to learn or have a big degrees or high degrees, maybe bachelor or master, like that.
Yeah. All right, good. Thank you. Excellent. And so, Anastasia, are you there?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Because I hear you not very good.
Yes, your connection is not very good, but please continue.
Yeah.
I think we can understand you.
Okay. Well, I'm from Kazakhstan. Also, well, I'm Russian. Many Russian immigrants to Russia from Kazakhstan.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? People, which way do people immigrate?
From Kazakhstan. Russians.
No. Russians? Yeah.
Yeah, Russians from
Did you say Palestine?
Yes, Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Okay. So, sorry, what you're saying is many Russians immigrate from Russia to Kazakhstan? Or
No,
is it
no,
the
no.
Oh,
From Kazakhstan, immigrate to Russia.
okay. All right. Yeah. But you're Russian and you live in
What?
Kazakhstan?
What? Sorry,
Where,
bad connections.
where are you from originally?
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Okay. Are you from Kazakhstan?
Yes, yes, I'm from Kazakhstan.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I understand. And why do people immigrate from Kazakhstan to Russia?
Well, life is not so cool here. That's why just many people migrate to Russia.
Hmm.
Well, I guess better life to get more benefits of life. Just maybe medical insurance, jobs, to find.
Okay.
That's
No,
why.
thank you. Thank you very much. Good. Welcome.
Hmm.
And
You're
I'd
welcome.
like to say hello to Daniel.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, hello.
Hello, good morning. Nice to see you again.
Great.
I'm from Spain. I'm living in the south of Spain, and I have experienced different kinds of immigration. But in a way, I've traveled to another countries to study, to continue my degree, in the UK, and France, and in Australia also. That's why I want to interest here in your class for today.
Yeah, great, great. And so, really, you've been in three places where there is a very international mix of people.
Worldwide, yeah, people from all the continents, yeah, from America, from Asia, and it's kind of interesting for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hearing more from you. And MJ, hello?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm Moritz. I come from Germany. I'm 27 years old, and yeah, I would actually like to visit a foreign country or live in a foreign country even.
Mm-hmm. But
Uh,
I've heard that Germany is encouraging people to come to Germany to work. Is that true?
yeah, that's true. That's actually true for quite some time now. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, many people come to Germany from many different countries. I think it's because we are doing pretty well, or the country is doing pretty well. But also we have lots of people who would like to move to another country. Yeah, so it's both directions.
Okay, so you have some German citizens who would like to go live somewhere else?
Yes, definitely. We even have TV shows showing documentaries of people who move to, let's say, Australia or New Zealand or Spain and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, great. Oh, excellent. And so what kind of workers does Germany need?
What kind of workers?
Is it technically trained people?
Yes, IT in the IT department or IT business.
Yeah, no, so there's if you have a skill, a work skill that's in demand, there are lots of countries with strong economies that are trying to recruit you. So yeah, we're fighting over you because I know Canada needs people with technical training as well.
Yeah,
All right,
Canada,
thank
Canada
you.
would also be great, yes.
Hmm. Excellent. And Hamid, how are you?
Yes, thank you. I am in the pink. I have learned this structure and I use.
Sorry, you heard the expression?
I am in the pink.
Yeah.
And
that's
I am
good.
Hamid from Turkey. And nowadays, Turkey receives immigrations, especially Somalian people, to my city. And they search the work. And my brother lives in Germany for almost 9 years. And
What has your brother been doing in Germany?
he finished the university and he started to work in there.
Mm-hmm. What is he studying?
Informatic for computer.
Okay. Information technology.
Yes, yes.
I think that's what we call. Yeah. All right,
And
great. So
also, I want to go to Germany for my PhD.
mm-hmm. Okay, and in your opinion, in your opinion, the people who are coming to Turkey from Somalia, are they doing well? Are they succeeding? Are they finding work?
Sometimes, and sometimes they are. The communication is very problem between us because no people doesn't know English very well.
Ah, okay. So
it is
they're
problem.
learning English?
Sorry?
Or are they learning English or do they speak English?
They don't speak English very well. Only minority people speak English, and they speak Arabic, especially.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And we have obligatory guests from Syria, because you know Syria is a problematic country nowadays.
They're having problems, yes, yeah.
And
okay.
we can be host for them.
Okay. No, good. Thank you. So great. We'll talk more about this. Hector, hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
I'm fine. I'm from Venezuela, but I've lived in Spain for 11 years, and right now I live in Netherlands. Looking for a job.
Sorry, we couldn't hear the last thing you said. You're in the Netherlands?
Yes. I'm living in Netherlands looking for a job.
I see. Okay.
I am an immigrant.
Yes. Okay. You are an immigrant.
Yes. First to Spain and then here in Netherlands.
Okay. Great. And so, what's your? Tell us something that's important about your experience.
I think it was very interesting for to know new cultures, new language. In this case, in Netherlands, but in Spain, the people speak Spanish, like Venezuela.
Yeah.
And it's good. I like Spanish. I like Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I like Netherlands.
Yeah.
Like my original country.
Yeah. Okay. No, great. So I agree. I think I've been living in Latin America for 6 years, and I think it's just been fascinating being in different countries. So great.
Yeah.
I'm going to say hello to Igor. Hello, Igor.
Yes, hi. What is the question? Sorry.
Yeah, the question is just, do you have any comments to make about immigration? Can you tell us something about your own personal situation, family and friends, or the situation in your country?
I never immigrated and never was in another countries, but people from our country go usually to work in to work.
Yeah,
they work, for example, 2 years and come back.
Now, where do they typically go?
Typically, they go in countries like Russia and Italy.
Okay.
They go in Moscow. They go
And,
on
sorry,
work.
where are you from?
Moldova, Republic of Moldova.
Okay, right.
In Italy, and people from here, they usually immigrate to countries like Canada, United States. Many people immigrate from our country.
Okay, All right, great. Thank you. Excellent.
Thank you.
And Pablo, hello. You need to turn on your microphone on the
Hello.
Google. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my name is Pablo. I'm 25 and I'm from Argentina. And in connection with immigration, we don't tend to immigrate. People in Argentina stay mainly, but those who do it, they go to Europe, mainly Spain, for economical reasons, mainly. Yeah.
Economic reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great. And then Argentina has a long history of immigration.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. We have from many countries, from well, Spain, many the different colonies came to Argentina in the 18th century.
Okay.
We have different cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the history of your family?
Yes, we are Italian.
Okay. Yeah.
We come from Italy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How many generations ago?
4.
Oh, okay.
4 generations. Rather
Great.
old.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well established. All right. Great. And then I have a person, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. The next person. There's 2 guys dressed in camouflage, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's written in a different alphabet. So hello. There are 2 guys making hand signs, and they're dressed in camouflage. Okay, I'm sorry, we can't hear you. And then the last person also, your name is written in a different alphabet. I don't know how to pronounce it. You just have the default photograph. Hello, are you there? Okay, and we don't hear you. Yeah, the Arabic alphabet. Okay, Hamid. Okay, so I'm sorry, we can't hear you. So what I'm going to do is let's get going with our reading. I hope that we can read 3 stories and watch a short video produced by one of the people. And so these are people who have immigrated from their countries to Australia, and 3 stories, different stories about some successful moves. And so let's bring up file GW57. And so this is Ali, or Ali, and a jackaroo is an Australian cowboy or ranch hand. A ranch hand is a worker that's on a ranch. All right, and so Abu, could you please read this for us?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ali takes time out during Jakiro training in March, from the mountains of Afghanistan to the dark and dangerous coal mines of Pakistan. It has taken Ali Khanallah all his life so far to find his calling as a Jakiro, cowboy ranch hand, in outback Queen Island. The 18-year-old Afghan is one of 20 migrants and refugees undertaking a certificate in Jakiro school, and while it might seem like hard work, Ali is taking it all in his stride.
Okay, great. And this is a very, this is a completely Australian word. So jackaroo. Jackaroo is the name. That's the pronunciation. It's similar to kangaroo, the animal that is one of their national animals in Australia. And there was, oh yes, and just the term refugees. Refugees. Okay, and then taking something in your stride means that it's something difficult and challenging, but you just continue walking. It doesn't slow you down. So you're striding along, which is similar to walking along, taking steps, and you just take on that extra work or that extra challenge and continue walking. And again, the idea is it doesn't slow you down. Okay, so they're taking a course on how to be a cowboy or a ranch hand in Australia. And Queensland is in the north of Australia. So it's fairly tropical area. Danielle, could you read this next section for us? And you need to turn on your microphone.
Excuse me, yeah. I enjoy everything about the course. The horse riding, driving tractors, cattle work, and fencing. It's all good, Ali said. I'd only ever ridden a donkey without a saddle before coming to Australia, but riding a horse is much easier. Plus, I like going fast, he said with a laugh. Ali was sponsored to come to Australia by his uncle, Nasser Ali, and has been joined by another uncle, Sadek Mohana, who also is learning to become a jackaroo.
All right, great. And I just wanted to make sure that people understood that cattle, those are, this is the word that we have to describe the animals that are bulls or cows. And in Queensland, I believe they raise cattle for beef, for meat. And fencing is, these are the wire barriers that farmers put up between fields. So fences to keep the animals contained in an area. And in Australia, they have huge ranches, cattle ranches, or sheep ranches. They call them stations there. And so you could be building a fence that goes for 1,000 kilometers. So it's a big job in Australia to work on fencing. And of course, he's learning how to ride a horse. And to be sponsored means one of his relatives took responsibility for him before he came to Australia. MJ, could you read this next portion, please?
Sure. We all get on really well. It's good to be doing the course with my uncle, Ali said. The Rural Operations Program will train a group of 20 migrants the skills needed to gain employment and be effective workers in the rural industry. While the Rural Operations course has been offered for several years, it was modified this year to include an English language component to help migrants workers adapt to the rural life.
Okay, great. And so again, on all these stories, these success stories of immigrants, they always stress the need for extra. They always stress the need. Thank you. They always stress the need for extra English language practice, because understanding native speakers is something really, really difficult. Now, to get on well means to work well together, to be friendly, to have a good relationship. But I don't say that. I say to get along with someone, to get along well. That's the expression that we use in Canada. And in Australia, they say to get on well. Okay? So, and just the pronunciation of migrants, that's the pronunciation. Okay? And so obviously in Australia, they need people to move to the farms, the ranches, and work in the cattle industry. So they're in need of people to do that. It's hard work, but I think it would be fun. Hamid, go ahead with this next section, please.
Okay. And in the true blue spirit of Australia, all the boys are giving the outback lingo a red hot go. We've learned words and sayings like how you're going, smoko, she's broken, and she's okay, Ali said. Why being gender specific when referring to tractors and fences might have confused the students at first. Ali said they have all been quick to get the hang of things.
Okay, great. So lots of expressions. These are all Australian, so I don't really say any of these things. And so what we're talking about is true blue spirit of Australia this is the term that they use for patriotism. Their flag is blue. So if something is true blue, then it is truly Australian, right? And then lingo is slang. So that's another term that people should use. So lingo is language, but it's slang language or slang terminology. And a red hot go is an Australian term, meaning that the person has given it 100%. And the idea about referring to tractors and fences, so the idea here is that it's she. So if you say she's broken in Australia, the she is the tractor or the fence. All right, and so it's very common in Australia for people to refer to things as she or he. And they've been working hard
How can
to
you
try and...
It's he or she?
So, yeah, so again, what was your comment? Sorry?
How can you determine if it's he or she when you refer to things in Australia?
No, you'll just have to learn what the local people say. So yeah, sorry, there would be no rules
That's it.
that I know, anyways. And so just the local people, maybe they don't say it very often, and especially when it's something perhaps important, like the tractor for the farm, and so they'll refer to it as yeah, she's okay, meaning the fence is okay, or the tractor is working. All right, and to get the hang of things means the way things are, the actual reality. So you need to become comfortable with the real situation. So that's getting the hang of something. Yeah, the way that things work. Okay, good. And so what I'd like to do is to move on to Hector. I'm going to move this down for you. Go ahead, please, Hector.
Okay. It's always hard learning new words at first, he said. Once you hear it a few times, so it becomes easy. The boy have helped out at the local show, carnivals, and other local rural events. It's been wonderful to see them all getting along, enjoying themselves, and learning some valuable valuable skills at the same time. The students will come from Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, and Burma have developed a comradeship that I believe has helped them all to feel at home.
Okay, good. So these are young men from lots of different countries. And then let me see, here's the expression getting along. So all of them are getting along. So working well together. They have a good positive relationship between them. And the boys, this is obviously one of the local people talking. So they're talking about the boys who have immigrated from other. And they've been helping out the local community and learning some valuable skills. A comradeship is just a friendship because they're working on the same thing. And now I just wanted to say that language scientists estimate that it takes 8 to 20 times for you to hear a word and use it to learn the word. And so you can't expect to learn vocabulary unless you're hearing the words many, many times. It's just a natural part of the learning process. So getting used to new words is very important. Takes lots of repetition. All right, and let's move on. And so go to Igor.
Yes.
Please.
Well, all hang out and do things together like playing soccer, going fishing and swimming. He said, we are all really excited for the Soccer World Cup. In Afghanistan, Ali spent his childhood days playing soccer, attending a school and tending to his family's sheep and cattle. He then fled the volatile country at the age of 12 to spend 6 long years living in Pakistan, a country where Ali said he never felt at home.
Okay, and tending to means to look after, to take care of. So he was looking after the family's sheep and cattle. Okay, and you know what hang out means. All right, yes. They all hang out together like we are now. Right, good. And he did not have a good experience in Pakistan. And so let's go to Pablo. Could you read this section for us, please?
It was terrible living there, he said. I didn't feel like I was accepted. I worked for a year on a coal mine and it was very dangerous going underground each day. I saw many people break their legs and get crushed by rocks. Ali expressed his sheer relief when his uncle offered to sponsor his permanent residence in Australia. It felt wonderful, he said. I feel safe in Australia and free to do what I want, which I never felt in Pakistan or Afghanistan. Ali commenced work.
No, please go ahead. Thank you.
Ali commenced work on a property in Goondiwindi, Queensland in July 2010.
Well, 2010.
2010.
Or 2010. You have both options. And so he finished his program and he started, which is commenced, he started working on a property, which would mean a ranch, which I would say, a ranch, probably a cattle ranch. And so he's home in Australia now, working on the farms in the cattle industry. All right, great. And so an excellent story, very interesting that many of these situations, they have relatives in one country can bring several other members of their family to the country. So great. So here is another story. I'd like to just continue with the reading because I have some extra material. So this is a woman who was recruited by an Australian company to come to Australia, the island of Tasmania, which is in the far south, which is south of Australia, and to work with autistic children. And so what I'd like to do is to move on to, I'm just going to ask this person with their name written in the Arabic alphabet. Are you there? The next person over from Pablo? Okay. So let's go back to Abud. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Could you read this section for us, please?
It's 5 years, this section?
Yes, please. And the title too, please.
Okay. Coming to Australia, a giant step for Siren. It's 5 years since occupational therapist Siren Tyden was offered a position at Giant Steps Center for Autistic Children in Tasmania, leaving the Philippines to help a new generation of Australian kids. It was like a gift. An opportunity like that doesn't come often. Siren said of her job in a small town 50 kilometers west of Lancaster. It's full on work and sometimes you have to work hard to get results, but when you notice the difference you are making, it's very rewarding.
Okay, great. Results. And then just the word giant with the J sound, giant, meaning very big. Okay, and so, right, so I would say that probably Tasmania is in need of people. So, I mean, specifically, Tasmania is looking for people to go there to do certain work. And this woman literally was recruited from the Philippines. So we just had some noise there coming from someone's microphone. So just if everyone could keep their no problem. Yes.
Sorry, I have a problem in microphone now.
Yes,
it's
great.
work.
Excellent. I'll come back to you. Thank you. Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
So they're in real need of people to go to Tasmania to work, especially if you have some specific skills. And this woman had specific skills of working with autistic children. All right. And so, yes, what is your name? The person who has just joined us?
My name is Muhammad.
Mohammed. Hello, welcome. Where are you connecting from?
Actually, I'm from Syria, but I live now in UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Okay, good.
So,
thank you. You had a comment, so...
No.
Oh, okay. Could you please read this paragraph for us? Welcome.
Yeah. In 2005, Syrian was Syrian. Is it Syrian?
I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Oh.
I would say maybe Ciaran.
Ciaran.
That's just my guess. Yeah.
Ciaran was working at the Hope Intervention Center in Laguna, I think.
Yes,
Laguna.
this is a city in the Philippines. So.
The Philippines.
Yeah.
A treatment center for autistic children in Philippines. When a visitor arrived who was change her life by sponsoring her migration to Australia. A man from Giant Steps Center in Lorraine visited our center in the Philippines and was surprised to find the programs we were running were very similar, Syrian said.
Okay, excellent, great. And then, sorry, there was just, yes, migration.
Migration.
That's the pronunciation. And great. So an Australian man came and noticed that the programs that they were using to work with autistic children in the Philippines were very similar to the ones that they were using in Australia. Giant Steps being the name of the company in Australia.
Sorry, I have one question.
Sure.
You have said about Tasmania. So
yes.
Where is it in Australia? It's where is it in any part in Australia?
Yeah, you'll need to Google map it to see where it is. But Tasmania is a separate island, and it is just off of it's just off of Sydney, Australia. Well, that's not true. Sorry, it's the south. What is it? The southeastern corner of Australia.
So it's actually apart from Australia, but it's a separate island. Is it right?
No, politically it's part of Australia, but physically it's a separate island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
it's
island of
on.
Tasmania.
So it's on the authority of Australia.
Yes, it's a state. It's
Yeah.
part of Australia. 100% part of Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
And so welcome. And Abud, did you read? I think you did. And so I'm going to go to Ariach. Are you there?
Hello,
Hello. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Thailand.
Oh, okay. Good. Welcome. And could you please read the text that we have on the screen?
Okay, I can speak English, but I read now.
Okay, good.
You already have several years experience working as an
Occupational
occupational therapist, and he was impressed. Not impressed.
No, please continue. I'll help you if you need help. But please continue. You're doing a great job.
Okay, and and he was impressed by my enthusiasm. I'm not sure. And
Yeah, enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm and my energy. That's important when working with these kids because they get bored easily. You have to make them engage. Soon after the 27 years old made the move to Australia on a 457 or 457 temporary skill. Because I'm not sure. Migration visa helping to fill the shortage of occupational
Good. Occupational.
occupational the therapist in Tasmania.
Okay, great, excellent. And so, yeah, no, this would just be the name of the visa. So, I could get rid of that. It's not important. And so, just the pronunciation of board and engage and migration and occupational. Okay, and so this person was recruited to go to Australia. So excellent. Danielle, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, get another section for you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. In some ways, it was a very hard decision because I'd never been independent. Ciaran said, when I was 6 years old, my mum and dad separated and moved in with my aunt. Whether it was her cooking for me or my father taking me away traveling, I always had someone looking after me. I spent the first night in Tasmania crying because I missed my family and doing things together, like eating meals or going to church on Sunday.
Okay, great. And so it's a very good way to learn how to be independent when you go by yourself to another foreign country. Very, very quick way to learn how to be independent. And I recommend it for all young people. MJ, are you there? Doesn't look like it. So let's go with Hamid. Could you read this next section for us, please?
Okay.
Just give me 1 second, sorry.
MJ came.
Oh, well, no, but go ahead, Hamid.
Okay. Ciaran said she found it especially hard to move so far away from her dad, Manuel, who worked in Saudi Arabia as an engineer to raise the money to pay for her education. The sacrifice was never forgotten by Siren, and she recently bought him a car to say thank you. Siren said she was over the moon when she was granted Australian permanent residency in 2007. I brought cakes in for all the staff at the center, and they were congratulating me and signed a card. Ziaden said, "It was really lovely and it made me feel at home."
Okay, so she celebrated her permanent residency that she received. So she is perhaps not an Australian citizen, but she has her permanent residency. And she has a very close relationship with her father, who moved to Saudi Arabia to raise money for her. And so she is now making extra money to help out her family. I have no idea what the difference would be in her income between the Philippines and Australia, but I'm sure she's making a lot more money doing what she's doing in Australia. Probably there's a huge difference in income. And MJ, are you there?
Teacher, sorry.
I missed my opportunity, right?
I have a question, teacher. Can you explain over the moon?
Oh, good, yeah. That just means, I personally, I don't use that expression, but it means to be extremely happy.
Okay, got it.
I would maybe use the expression, I was in heaven. I was ecstatic. I was incredibly happy. So that's the expression there. It's not one that I use personally, but over the moon means to be,
got it.
No, awesome. To be extremely happy. All right, MJ, go ahead, please.
Can we skip me? My wife just entered.
I'm sorry?
My daughter just entered the room. Can we skip?
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, thank you. Great. And so Hector.
Yes.
Could you read this selection for us, please?
Yes. While the culture shock and language barrier proved challenging at first, Siren said she has well and truly found her place in Tasmania. I don't miss home so much anymore, Siren said with a laugh. That doesn't sound nice, but there are a lot of distraction now. I've made a lot of local friends, as well as become involved with the Filipino community. And despite her hectic new life, Siren said she always makes the time to regularly phone her dad.
Okay, great. And so it's kind of nice where it doesn't sound nice, but she doesn't miss home anymore. All right, because she's happy where she is. Obviously, I'm sure many of you have heard the term culture shock and language barrier. And just the pronunciation of this word is said. So the end of the word is similar to red in English, said. There's no A sound in that word, said. All right, great. And so another success story of someone who has moved to Australia. All right, and so let's keep going. Let's read about Malik, who has come from, I think it was what Hamid said, that many people coming from Somalia are going to Turkey. And so this young man came from Somalia and went to Australia, right? And so let's keep going. So we have Igor.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Malik Osman's creativity in graphic design Australians what it is like to be a refugee. Malik Osman is a young man with an exciting future ahead. At 20 years of age, he runs his own successful design business, is an award-winning filmmaker, and works on new media Geoff products for the new SW Community Relations Commission. Malik's drive and determination comes from his and his family's early life as Somalian refugees.
Okay, excellent. So just the pronunciation of youth. And this NSW stands for New South Wales, which is one of the states in Australia. And
Yes.
just 22. He is 22 years of age.
22 years of age.
All right, great. And then I wanted to highlight for people drive and determination. So this young man is very hardworking. He is self-motivated. He has a lot of drive and determination. And so that's a phrase that is very positive in English. Someone who is highly motivated and works hard and has a lot of determination. Okay, so really talented young guy. And so let's move on to Pablo. Could you read this for us, please?
Malik was just 18 months old when his mother fled the civil war in Somalia in the 1990s and found safety for herself and her 5 children in a refugee camp on the Kenyan border. Malik's father, fearful for his family's future in Somalia, had already left the country to join an uncle of Malik's in Australia. After 18 months in the camp, when Malik was still only 3, the family was accepted as refugees and his father sponsored them to join him in Australia.
Okay, great. So another story of people bringing their family to them. To flee is to escape, to run away from, but we say fled. So the people literally had to run from the country, to escape the country. And they stayed in a refugee camp on the Kenyan border. Okay, so great. Let's keep moving here because there is a short video that I'd like to end the class with. And so, Mohammed, could you read this for us, please?
Yes. To his mother, education and studying hard were the keys to her children's future. She also saw it as the means for us to go back to Somalia to help our people one day. Malik recalls, and the message clearly got through. He is now in his final year of a law commerce degree. One of his brothers has an accounting degree and works in the finance industry, and his sister has a master's in education and operates a tutoring businesses.
Okay, tutoring business. This is how master's is written. A master's degree is what they're saying. And tutoring are people who help students. So not teachers, but they are teachers, but these are people that help students study and prepare for school. All right, so obviously hardworking, and the message that his mother wanted to teach the children got through, which means that her mother wanted to teach her children to study hard, and that message got through to the children, means that the children received that message and learned that message. So it sounds like lots of people in his family have worked hard and have succeeded. And let's see if we can finish the story. So I've got time to show the video. And so, Abu, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. Malik's uncle in Australia, Hassan Omar, was a strong role model for him. With the former South Australian Health Minister, John Cornwall, Hassan founded the Horn of Africa Relief Agency (HARDA) and also established an orphanage in Ethiopia caring for more than 100 children. Uncle Hassan worked so hard to raise awareness in Australia about the plight of the Somali people. Malik says proudly, and when he suddenly died of a heart attack in 2009, it was a turning point for me. 500 people came to the mosque for his funeral, and I thought, who is going to carry on his work? Who is going to look after those kids in the orphanage? I know I had to step up.
Okay, great. So some good natural English there. His English is very good. He sounds like an Australian.
Thank you.
And so we're talking about, his uncle suddenly died with an I sound, died. This was a turning point in his life. So his life changed, an important change in his life at his uncle's funeral. And this young man decided to step up, which means to take the place of his uncle who had died. All right. And so at this point, what I need to do is I'm just going to skip this last part here because I'd like to play the video. And so I'm going to use the Google Hangout YouTube. I'm just going to copy that so that I've got a copy of it. So I'm going to use the YouTube application and play this video for you. So let's see if I can get this working. Does anybody have a comment to make just while I'm doing this? All right.
Teacher,
Yes, go ahead.
what's the meaning of the word refugee?
Refugee.
Refugee, yes.
Yeah. Now, these are people who are given special permission to enter the country because they are escaping from a situation that is incredibly dangerous. And so sorry, I forgot that my microphone was muted. So refugees are given special status to enter the country because it is decided that they are escaping a very dangerous situation where they could die or be horribly impacted. So they're escaping a dangerous situation. So let's play this. Okay, great. So thank you. I hope that you enjoyed the information that we read and the video that we watched there. And really a great story. So coming to Australia, working hard to succeed so that he can not only improve his own life and the life of his family, but also to help other refugees that are coming to Australia, and then also going back to his home to help the people there. So really a great story. And those are the kinds of people that I'll speak for myself, that Canadians, we desperately want these people to come to Canada and help us. So thank you to all of you. Great work on your reading and pronunciation. Thank you for asking questions about the vocabulary and phrases. And I hope to see you all soon. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you for your participation. Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome.
Good work.